Hey, Tony Gas is here. I made a post earlier and I see, everybody made about who they want to make it about. I was shooting a video on YouTube, then I come to my comments and I see an idiot, from a fake page. And then I see my wife in there. I didn't even know that my wife in my comments and she don't play by that. And this one thing, it's like, if you go down my timeline, when stuff happen in the world, we'll see artists on TV going through stuff, pastors going through stuff, speakers, authors going through stuff. I don't speak on anybody, personally. I don't speak on people's name. I don't do that because it's some people who support me that don't know who this person is or that person is. And if somebody is not living right and doing what they're supposed to be doing, I'll be telling news to somebody else. And I just don't speak on that. And then I also understand the internet or the power of the internet and just how when people do stuff, dealing with the wrath of God is enough. Like being beat up and bullied online, that also could send somebody over the edge. And at the end of the day, I don't want to see anybody, at their wits' end, and losing all of their wits and just ready to end it all, or just in such a dark place that they never bounce back, especially if those adults, these artists, entertainers, whoever, speakers, pastors have children. So for me, I try to move with a different energy and extend myself and be there for people who I possibly can help because I understand change. And I know a lot of people waiting on me to fail. And if you count failure, meaning the person I was, 10, 15 years ago, then, you can have that. You can have that. But if you talking about failing, meaning I got 1 million plus people online that's listening to me when I share a message based on something I've learned and me living the opposite of what I'm sharing after God has given me a platform to be somebody positive in the space when there's so much negativity. If you talking about that kind of failure, you better not hold your breath because I have to make a choice daily. I have to make a choice daily. We get to choose. You don't just fall into sin. You don't just fall into fornication. You got to choose that. And if you choose that, even if you choose that, adultery, fornication, whatever it may be, stealing, cheating on your taxes, real estate fraud, credit card fraud, whatever you choose, whatever your sin is, gossiping, backbiting, God will even grace you so that you can repent and change. But now if you keep doing that over and over and over, any and everybody gonna get exposed at some point. And so that's what I had to understand early in my 20s, that Tony, you cannot play. I had to come to the realization that I can't play if I'm going to get out here and say one thing and say God this and God that. And that's the message that I share with everybody. Because see, for me, it ain't about having a platform. I don't even like social media. Don't even want to be on social media. And to be honest with you, my wife made me get an Instagram. My business partner, my homeboy from high school, who was my business partner, he started my Twitter. He started my Facebook page. Then got me on YouTube. I don't even like social media. I got a Snapchat, don't even use it. I'm not on TikTok. Even though people say get on there, you can do motivational stuff. No, that's not my style. I do not like social media. And when people think about, your wife left, I tell my story how my wife left me. The first time I was in dating 2 months in, and it really was just pressure from our exes. We both had been in long-term relationships and just didn't really know if we was moving the right way. And at the same time, I had just come out the streets. My mind wasn't all the way there in no relationship. So we last 2-3 months, and then she said we need to take a break, and we didn't talk for 6 months. The next time when we got back together, we was married 10 months later. 2 months into our marriage, my wife, she left. She was gone for 3 days. The reason why she left, it had nothing to do with a woman. She left because I went back to the streets hustling. I went and got some work from my cousin, and I got back out there. And because I'm telling myself, like, listen, I got to feed my family because I'm working on this job in the group home, making $9, $8.50, $9 an hour, $9.50. I can't remember what it was. And I'm like, I wrote a book at 22 years old, 2 years before it became popular. When a celebrity wrote a book in 2009, that's when talking about relationships as a black man became popular. I had already been out there from 2007. So the thing about it is, I seen opportunities where I could slip up and I could fall into sin and I could stay in sin. And I had to get to a place to where I could see what could happen and I could learn from other people's mistakes. I could get up, brush myself off, move on with my life. And then my goal became, Tony, get so far from your mistakes. Get so far from your mistakes that if somebody go to hollering about receipts, you can't even read the ink on it. That's how far you need to get from your mistakes. And the sad part about it is, especially in this world, is like we can't even believe that it's good people. Like we can't even believe that people have a good heart with good intentions and that really want to help. And it's like, if I wanted to be a rapper and whatever, make all kind of money and have private jets and luxury cars and nobody say nothing. If I wanted to be a ball player, wouldn't nobody say nothing. If I wanted to be a singer or do real estate or do a podcast, if I want to do comedy, if I want to do anything, wouldn't nobody say nothing. But when somebody say, I'm gonna take my mess and turn my mess into my message. I'm gonna take my mistakes and turn my mistakes into lessons. I'm gonna use my story for God's glory. I'm gonna take my pain and let it birth my purpose. When somebody say that, oh, you a scam artist, or you a fraud, or you can't believe nothing. You can't believe nothing that people say. Listen, everybody that made mistakes in their life, but change is possible. People do grow, people can change, and people can be genuine about their message. So for me, I get so many DMs and different kind of DMs. Now, some DMs, I'm like, hey, speak on this. For one, I don't speak on people. I speak on what I learned in my life. The lessons that God has allowed me to learn, that's what I share, because I know it's somebody coming right behind me that could trip and fall on where I about tripped and fell or where I did trip and fall. And that's why I believe every person is an influencer. Every person if you have social media, you have a platform and you are an influencer. And as you learn, you should teach, because you're doing a disservice by learning stuff and getting ahead of the game and not sharing it with nobody else. So for me, it's like this. And the sad part is like, man, we wait for people to fail. We waiting for people to fail. And then if people, get exposed, if people fall from grace, instead of us being like, man, I hope that's it, we be like, who next? Who next? I hope such and such next. And you know what? This is the thing. And I'm getting other kind of DMs from women who, half naked. What's up? And I'm like, I don't know you. I don't even respond because I don't do small talk in the DM. I got a business email that say email in my bio. So if you need something from me business wise, then it's going to be a business transaction. And when you hit email, it's going to open up to my email address. And you know who the email go to? It's going to my wife. And you know who booked my one-on-one sessions? My wife. You know who have access to all of my YouTube, my Instagram, my Facebook? My wife. You know, the only person who is paid every week from our companies is my wife. You know who I've been with since I was 21 years old? My wife. You know who I'm getting ready to celebrate 14 years of marriage with? This month, my wife. The mistakes we made in our first 1, 2, 3 years of marriage, we was babies, we was new, we was young, and we made mistakes together. In things that we said and did and things that we shouldn't have said and did, and we came and we sat down and we worked on those things. And I had to grow and I had to change, and that's why I don't wish bad on nobody. I don't wish bad on nobody, and I hope everybody learn from their mistakes. I hope everybody grow. And I'm here for those that I can help. But my thing is, I'm trying to please the one and only. And if I'm pleasing to him, then I will be pleasing unto my wife, unto my son. What's up, baby?
When you hook the pink thing, you have to hook it to connect the door to the crate.
I thought I connected the door to the crate.
No.
So she was out?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Man, I thought
You
I...
just hooked it on the outside, connected to nothing.
What? I thought I connected the door to the crate.
You did not. Just...
What?
Yeah.
So she done hopped on out, huh? Hey, buddy.
Filming.
He cool. How you doing? You just getting home. You had practice today? Okay. Wow. So y'all done snuck up on me. Baby, you know what? I got a session in 8 minutes, so I'm going to wrap this up and then come on eat. I got to eat. How you doing? Say, hey. Then my boy Tatum. And see, this my thing. Is my son know what I told you that I used to sell?
I don't know.
Drug.
Yes.
You remember when I told you that?
Yes. Sir.
How you say that?
Drugs.
My son went to school. My daddy's drug. I talked to him about that. I talked to my son about that. I talked my oldest son. I talked to them about the tests and the challenges that I face in my life, the mistakes that I done made. He too young to understand everything because he's 7. But this who I'm trying to work for. This who I'm trying to please. They just came home from soccer practice. I had to work with a Division I basketball team. We had a Zoom because they in getting ready to Sweet 16. So I had to stay home tonight. I normally take them to practice, but this is what I'm working on. And the thing when I try to tell people, now see, here go the thing. Somebody was, he staged that. He staged that. He told his family, hey, at this right here time, y'all come on in here. Y'all come on in here. What's up, T? Hey, y'all come in here. Hey, he staged that. 12 minutes. That was somebody else say. That's how the world is that if you this color and you a man, oh, you got to be trash. Oh, you can't be faithful. Oh, you can't grow. You can't change. Oh, you done used to be a cheater in your life. Oh, once a cheater, always a cheater. Oh, you can't change. Oh, 10 years ago, 15 years ago, you changed. You can't change. What's up, what?
Doing it live.
Nah, I'm not live. I'm just shooting a video. And then I was shooting the video. Then here y'all come. Boop, 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 boop.
Oh.
And then so people finna be.
I heard you saying like, oh, it's staged.
Oh, it's staged. Nah, is it staged? I told y'all to come here.
No, he just came home from practice.
And it was, oh, that's staged. He told his family to come in there. Nah, son, what I tell you I used to sell?
Drugs.
Mm-hmm. And you know, I told you too how many women I done been with. Didn't I tell you that?
Yeah, over 100.
He know I share this stuff with them because I want to turn my mess into my message. My son 13, getting ready to be 14 years old, and I teach them about this. They ain't none of us perfect. He know about when his mama left me for 3 days because I went back to the streets to hustle. Not over no woman. If my wife was in here right now, she'll tell you that the mistakes we made them together at the same time because we was in a power struggle trying to win the relationship. When I made mistakes, she made mistakes, and we were trying to win the relationship, but we had to come past that, and we had to join together as a team, and we had to work together, and we had to put that behind us. But she'll tell you she ain't never had to deal with no woman calling her phone. Hey, I'm been sleeping with your husband. I'm in an affair with your husband. And tomorrow ain't promised. That's why I prepare them young, because tomorrow ain't promised. So I want y'all to understand, like, it's men out here that's trying to do the right thing. That's trying to be right. They're trying to live what we preach. And you got to understand that, and don't just lump everybody in and stop hoping that other people fail. Stop hoping that everybody fail. Instead, hope that the people that done fail could get back up and heal their life and change their life and become what they're supposed to be. And stop celebrating failure. Stop hating on each other and trying to, run everybody in the ground. It's like, okay, yeah, I'm in the same industry as some of these people, so you would think I'll be celebrating their downfall, but I'm not celebrating their downfall because I know they're human with a heart, and I know they got a purpose. And I want to be there to be able to help because I done been the worst of the worst, and now I'm trying to be the best of the best. You hear me? Hey, God bless you. I got to go because I actually got a coaching session in four minutes. And if you need a coach, go to mymentor.life.